everybody's like, here's what I want. I want a 10,000 unit portfolio. I want a business to sell and exit for $100 million. I want all these things. Dude, have you ever asked yourself why? Have you ever asked yourself, what is it about that? And not just, don't ask yourself why once. You start asking yourself why multiple times. You get 3 or 4 layers deep. You start figuring out, like, I don't really know why. I don't really, like, why do you want 10,000 apartments? That used to be my goal. What I can tell you is my lifestyle didn't change from the time that I hit 1,500 apartments to 5,000 apartments, except it got worse. It got worse. I had more of a balance sheet, but it was worse lifestyle. I had more debt, I had more responsibilities, I had more shit going wrong, more things breaking, more headaches, less lifestyle, less sleep, less peace of mind with the more doors that I had. Now, could that have been my issue with the way that I built my portfolio and how I built it? Yeah, I take 100% ownership over that. But it's like my personal lifestyle, like I had bought a house on the beach when I had 1,500 doors, right? I had this insane mountain house when I didn't have that many doors. I have all the vacations and anything that I could possibly want when I had X number of doors. That's way less than what I thought that I wanted. And so I started asking myself, what do I not want? You know what I don't want? Is all the stress, it's all the headaches, it's all the liability, I don't want to be taken away from my family. I don't want to have to work into the late hours of the evening. I don't want to have a busy morning. I want a fucking slow morning. Anybody ever want a slow morning? I just want consistent, slow mornings. Dude, that to me is like super wealth. That's like, gets me super excited to know that I now have slow mornings. But it came from having clarity. Right? There's a lot of different things that we think that we want and we're not really sure of just because society tells us we want that. The goal is not more stuff. The goal is more freedom. The goal is freedom. That is the clarity. So you need to design or reverse engineer your goals and your ambitions and what you want to achieve in business to achieve freedom. You get there, now you can be selective on the deals that you do. Now you can be selective on who you're partnering with. You don't have to just take on deals just because you want to take on. Like, get to freedom. That should be everybody. If you are not financially and time free right now, figure out that. That's the clarity. And then, roll into focus. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Put the blinders on. Keep your head down. Probably one of the biggest hurdles that I faced in the past decade of being in the DM fam is the opportunities and all the amazing opportunities. How many great ideas and opportunities are out there, right? You guys are sitting here right now thinking, this is what I need to be doing. This is what I want to be doing. These are all the changes I need to be making. I need to be doing more. And every time you expand to a new market, it's like starting a new business and the 3-year principle gets reset. Every time you start a new business, the 3-year principle gets reset. Every single time you do something new, the 3-year principle gets reset. You got to have that commitment if you're going to do that thing. And so, and I'm not saying that any of these things are better or worse than the others, but I want to explain cryptocurrency, right, is one of those things. Apartments became a buzz factor, right? Self-storage became a buzz factor. ERC was a buzz factor. The Amazon stores was a buzz factor. The Forex trading was a buzz. Like, all these different shiny objects that we all think is better than whatever we're currently doing. And all of a sudden, we take our eye off the ball and we go and do these other things. And we start the clock over again. And it distracts us from the thing that actually works and that we're known for. And so every time you do that, and nothing's better than the other one. The grass is not greener. Like, Austin and I were on the podcast. Austin's like, dude, the grass isn't greener. The only reason it's greener is because there's a lot more shit over there and there's a lot more fertilizer, you know? That's it. And it takes a whole lot of watering, too. That's why the grass is greener on the other side, because there's shit everywhere. Good luck versus understanding what your grass looks like. And so, when I was, have anybody ever seen The Men Who Built America? You guys go watch that series, it's awesome. You can go on like the History app or whatever and download it and watch it for free. But it's about the titans of industry at the turn of the 20th century, so late 1800s, early 1900s. And John D. Rockefeller was a big oil guy right then. And John D. Rockefeller has a quote in that series that I wrote down back in probably 2020 after I lost a bunch of money in cryptocurrency. And he said, gamblers drill for oil, businessmen refine it. And that can be taken in a lot of different ways. The way that I took it was, he let other people go out and drill for oil. He let other people dig into the ground, and they might hit oil, and they would get rich. He let other people go and dig into the ground, and they might not hit oil, and they would go broke. And he let other people go and roll the dice and gamble in a more unpredictable setting. And then whoever went broke didn't affect him. And the people who got rich brought their oil to him. He then refined it and took it to the masses. John D. Rockefeller's company was 2% of the gross domestic product of the United States 150 years ago. Dude, 1 out of every $50 went through his company. That's how smart this guy was. And he did it predictably. So my concept is, dude, there's people that are dear friends of mine who are great at crypto. I'm not a crypto guy. I've sold all my crypto holdings. I hope to God that my buddies who are heavy in crypto become billionaires from crypto. Because when they become billionaires in crypto, guess who they're going to want to invest it with? Me. Because I stayed in my lane as the apartment guy. And if they go broke, then it doesn't adversely affect me either. Right? The people who, and now it's businesses and flipping businesses and all that kind of stuff. If it is not 1 degree away from what I'm already doing, I'm an apartment investor. I have a coaching business that teaches people about how to buy apartments. It drives deal flow and money to my apartments. I have a property management software that's all AI based that helps my apartment business. And it's another business, but it is 1 degree from what I'm already doing. I have a social media company, but it's 1 degree because I do social media consistently all the time in order to develop influence, by the way. Right? So if it is more than 1 degree away from what you're already doing, I wouldn't do it, first of all. Or I would passively invest, if that's what you really want to do. There's a different angle to take at that. And understanding that the longer you stay in your lane and become the expert at your thing, the more influence you're going to develop, and the more level-headed and steady people are going to see you as over time because you didn't jump from flashy thing to flashy thing. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't pursue opportunities or anything along those lines. Just like, know what you're good at, right? Know what your skill sets are, know what, I'm looking at Adam. Adam got heavy into ERC. It's because he knew how to develop a network of people and sales organizations that can go and sell the shit out of ERC. And he's made a boatload of money from it. That is 1 degree from what he was already doing, and it made a lot of sense for him to do that, right? There's things like that when you're looking at different opportunities, I would say is it within 1 degree of what I'm already doing? And secondly, do I see myself committing to minimum 3 to 5 years, full time, in this new opportunity? Do you think that'll help you delineate what you want to focus your time on?
Yep.
I mean, this has been a drive. This has been big for me, at least, because I know I'm a shiny object guy, and I love going after all that stuff.